All right, ladies and gentlemen, I settle back into my easy chair. My call sign is November 9. We are playing Call of Cthulhu on the Xbox Series X. Yes, I am that kind of guy. The kind of guy who will buy a physical copy of a game at half the price that it would cost me in the Xbox store. For the purchase price of The Sinking City, I bought this game and the day one edition of The Sinking City. After we complete this game, I intend to follow it on with a playthrough of The Sinking City Day 1 Edition for your viewing pleasure. Chapter 3, Garden of the Hawkins Mansion. Pierce managed to get into the warehouse. The place thought to be abandoned revealed some surprises, signs of recent occupation, as well as a partly charred painting. Interrupted in his searching by Officer Bradley, Pierce convinced him to join his investigation. The police officer is willing to drive the detective to the Hawkins mansion. Sit back and join me as we enter madness.
Well, here we are, Hawkins Mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family, so he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Ha! You've already begun to nose around it, would seem. So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined, but the architecture seems too recent. Poor kid. Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged...
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The old caretaker must be very attached to her.
So the good officer needs a minute. We are going to take this opportunity after cutting him off mid-sentence to wander around a little bit and see what we can find. Outside of the watchful eye of the law, you will never convince me
Recently fallen.
this tree.
It's as if all life has abandoned the place.
I'm sure it accidentally fell there.
Sturdy and well sharpened.
Yep. Alright, let's go over here to this courtyard of sorts. Small wooden whale, a figurine of a whale carved from wood. It's the sort of toy that sailors made for their children. But Charles Hawkins was not a sailor. What did he spend all his money on? Just saying, the vibe I get from this would be like a cross between Far Harbor and Dishonored. Obviously a little later in time than Dishonored and way before Far Harbor, but Just what I feel.
I'll have to find another entrance.
There's the other side of that big tree.
The axe is gone. I'd better be on my guard.
We were being watched. Probably by Silas.
This entrance is still in use. Whoa! Whoa!
You are trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them! Dump them into the ocean!
Whoa! You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
You haven't forgiven yourself. You stay here to honor the memory of the deceased.
That's true. I want no more violence. No more tragedy.
It's painful to be the last one left.
You don't know how right you are. Understood. I'm listening.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
You still put flowers on her grave. You cherish her memory.
Mrs. Hawkins was an exceptional person. She cared for everyone around her.
Let me shed a light on what happened to her. Give me that key.
I'm probably making a big mistake, but it won't be the first. Here, take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Alright, so we essentially just talked our way out of that, so that was a good job, I guess, by us. I wonder if there's anything down there worth finding. Let's go back and talk to our friend, the police officer. Was there something here? I guess not.
Pierce, shall we enter? Now that you finish your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go. Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to bring this episode to a close because we are in a chapter break, I think, of some sort. I don't know. I don't want to go past the screen in the same episode, so we're going to call it here. Again, my call sign is November 9. If you like this video, please hit the like button down below. You're more than welcome to leave a comment. I don't think I had a word for this video. The game let me down. It didn't give me a word to look up. And of course, you can always subscribe if you want to see more of Call of Cthulhu, or Cthulhu, or however you want to pronounce it. A lot of forebodings we enter this mansion, so I hope you'll join me for the next episode. Thanks so much.